What's going on, guys? Oregon is third in the new BCS rankings, like we all knew they were going to be. Happy with it, pleased with it, content with it right now. I think if we win out, we should jump K State. Will we? I don't know. The more I hear people talk about K State, oh, K State, they're just so unbelievable. The way they play, it's just so remarkably and so steady, and they just never flap. Da 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 da. Like, really? It's in the Big 12. They were playing an Oklahoma State team who lost to Arizona, who just lost to UCLA like 60-3 or whatever it was. Um, yeah, they're Oklahoma, and they let him score 30 on him. So I don't think K State's that good. And it was at home. I don't think K State is that good. And they're like, oh, this is just not a one horse team. Da, 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 da. Name two other offensive playmakers that are game changers that can break a play anytime they want to, or change the game in one play. Don't worry, I'll wait. Oregon, Marcus Mariota can throw and pass. Kenyon Barner, DeAnthony Thomas, enough said. Then you got Josh Huff. You got Colt Iowa also. I mean, sure, those guys aren't game changers, but they're solid, better than K-State's players, and can break scores anytime they want to. Colt is amazing in the red zone. Colt can run the ball as well. Josh Huff played out of his mind against USC. Had a coming out party. Barner, you all know, 321 yards, 5 touchdowns. Enough said. I don't think between the two possible matchups, Bama K-State, Oregon K-State, I don't think K-State contends with Bama at all. I think that is a thrashing from minute one. I mean, maybe K-State makes it interesting for a quarter and a half, but I think the athleticism and the just constant offensive beatdown of Bama's offense, like Bama can ram it down your throat anytime they want to, and I don't think K-State's defense could keep up. And I'm not saying Oregon's would just come out and stifle that offense. I'm saying it would be a better matchup. Don't you all agree? I think that matchup would be better than Bama and K-State. And this is all assuming Bama wins out. They still got two tough games against Texas A&M and Georgia, so anything can happen there. But I think if Bama and K-State win out, Oregon gets left out in the cold by the way people talk. Now, if Oregon comes out and dominates Cal on the road, holds them to 14 points, 20-something points, and we score 40, and then beat down Stanford, who's a physical ball club, and then beat Oregon State, who could be a top 10 team on the road. That game's basically going to be for the Pac-12 North if they win out. I think then things change because people are just seeing that Oregon defense give up 51 to USC, and honestly, that was us playing badly, and that was USC playing out of their minds. And EFO, if you learn not to grab and hold and get pass interference calls on you, they don't extend 2 or 3 drives, and they don't score touchdowns on those drives. And the score probably is like, they probably only score 30 to 28 points, something like that. They don't score 51. And that last touchdown was a joke, too. So that, I think, contributed into it a lot. And that's part of the game. I'm not going to say, oh, well, they only should have scored 28 because of play, da-da-da. Like, that's football. But I just think Oregon needs to come on and impress, put the pedal to the metal. We already know their offense is good. The offense is not the part keeping them out of the championship game. It's the defense. They need to come out and stifle people, shut down Stanford's run game. Oregon State can run and throw the ball. So hold them to points. Don't let the games get crazy like it was against USC. And I think we will jump K-State. But if Oregon just stems the tide here and doesn't do anything majorly impressive, then I think K-State gets in. And that's what sucks. But if Colin Klein can't go, Oregon just gets lucky. And that's part of what you need to go to the national championship game is to get lucky. And I don't think Notre Dame catches us even if they beat USC. I don't think they do. So I'm not worried about Notre Dame right now. I just hope Colin Klein doesn't play against TCU. But I don't wish him ill will. I respect the guy. I think he's a hell of a player. I think he's a lunch pail kind of guy. He brings his lunch pail to work every single day. And if there's an inkling of a chance he can play with that wrist injury, he will play. He might not be 100%, but he will play. And who knows? Going on the road, TCU, fired up ball club, like I said, after beating West Virginia. Who knows? Anything can happen any given Saturday. So that's it for me on this BCS talk. Just give me your opinions in the comments or make a respawn video. Go Ducks.